back to another video and to another haul video here on the channel, and a very exciting one because today I have the biggest haul in the history of my channel right here in this very box, with 30 different cars and planes, items included, sent to me as a birthday gift by my good friend Robin Tailspider. And to help me break down what's in this box and the story behind it, I have him with me on a call right here.
Hello.
So I don't know what most of these cars are. There are 30 in here. 10 of them are ones I know about because they're customs. And then I know about 5 or so of the other ones, and then I think it's a little more than 10 that are complete surprises to me. I have no clue what they are. I know some are cars and some are planes, and really this haul is so interesting to me because there's a crazy story behind it. Robin, if you want to explain that to everybody, how you got a ton of cars items here.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago, here in the Netherlands, we have like this big flea market every year on King's Day. And I went to that flea market with the idea, I'm going to see if I can find a couple planes to send to Thai, because I already had like a few items lying around which I wanted to send. So I was like, I'm going to see if I can find a couple more items. So I did. And then I went, and at the end of the day, I was walking towards a seller who had like a whole bin full of cars. I already bought a bunch of cars there. I was just looking through to see if there's any more. And then they said like, oh, well, you can take the entire thing for like €7.50. So after some consideration, I did take it. And when we got home, I counted it was 87 cars diecast.
87.
€7.50.
That's
so
insane.
It's like the I think in the US that's like the price of
A 2-pack?
like two stick.
Yeah,
Two
one
pack,
single
and
2-pack.
In fact, here in the Netherlands, you'd pay like €11 for a single. Now I got 87 cars for €7.50, including some pretty rare cars, which you would be paying way more for.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see what's in the box right here, and that's an insane deal that I will probably never replicate in my life. Now, most of those 87 cars, I think all of those 87 were ones you already had, right? Because the rest you bought from them earlier.
Yeah,
There are...
Well, there were a few small variant things, but most people wouldn't even consider those.
Right. There were a few in there that I didn't have, which those are the ones that are new to me that I know about because he sent me a picture of all 87 of these cars. And then about 8 or so are customs that I specifically requested, and I believe you put those at the top of the box, so the ones I already have are the ones we'll see first.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
also the ones we put in last minute are also at the top.
right, and there are some very interesting items. See, originally it was 28 cars, and I asked Robin if he could send me 2 more duplicates to make it an even 30, and he offered me to have some broken items that he has, which might be broken and a bit damaged, but they're very interesting items. So we're gonna stop wasting time here, and we are going to open the box with my wonderful children's safety scissors. I think this is a different pair than what I usually use. All right.
I didn't double their tape.
Yeah, I can tell. Now, last year, you might remember Robin sent me a big package of primarily planes items, and that time when I had him on a call, I didn't turn the camera on for him, but this time he can see everything, and I think he has a better view than you guys have, honestly. He's got a good angle of the box. So, let's see. Just get off all the tape. Okay. All right. I see newspaper. We're getting somewhere. Okay.
The real reason I sent this, of course, is to resupply your Dutch newspaper collection.
Right. So my entire family can learn fluent Dutch through newspaper. Look at that. First thing in here, that's a car. That's a that's a van. Okay. Okay, I don't know where to start with this. Let's get a zoom in here. Let's see. Okay, is there like a place I have to go from? Ooh, newspaper.
Just take them out.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
All right, this is the bag of duplicates.
Yeah.
All right. Oh wow, yeah,
Maybe
there's.
the other two items are near the top as well, so maybe you'll find those.
Oh, I see them. Okay, we're gonna hold off on those real quick and just start with the bag. Are the other items also in a bag, or are those individually packed?
No, they're like most either loose in here or they got like little paper around.
Okay.
I don't know.
So this is the bag of duplicates. Let me move the box away for just a second so that we can break down what's in here. These all came from that shipment of 87 cars. Let's see. We have a insanely damaged Wingo.
You're gonna cut the spoiler of that one, I believe, or at least part of it.
Yeah, so I wanted mainly lemons and tuners for Cars Adventures because I have some new tuner villains that I want to use. And so I mainly asked for those from the duplicates, and we decided I'd take this Wingo and I'd chop off his spoiler, and we'd go from there.
At least part of it. Like, don't chop off the entire thing.
Yeah. Then we also have, on the subject of tuners, here is a Harumi. She's in really nice condition.
She wasn't really. The mirrors are still on there?
Yeah, they're perfectly fine. They're very stable, yeah. I know you're concerned about them falling off of her, but no, she's perfectly fine. Another good one to use for tuner repaints. Maybe give Akio a twin sister we didn't know about. Up next we have Cruz Basoro, and if I'm being honest, I don't know why I wanted Cruz Basoro duplicate, but I just thought it was a really interesting model to have just as a spare. I don't know what I'll use this for. Maybe I'll rip the headset off. I'm not sure, but I think a Cruz Basoro could make for something fun. A lot of the cars you sent me that are duplicates from last year I still have, and I'm waiting for the right time to use them. Then we have a Sterling. If you know me, you know I love me a good Sterling duplicate. I've used many. Whenever I can get my hands on a Sterling duplicate, I make sure to, because the Redline agents are all repaints of him. And more recently, the Harley Quinn car and Bat car was also a Sterling repaint. So, always good for me to have some more Sterlings. This one will probably become another Redline agent. I don't know what color I'll use for him. I don't know what colors are left. Let's see. So Nature Drive McQueen here is another really weird one that I knew I could use for something. I saw this and I was like, if I repaint this, I can make something really funny. My first thought was, can I do a Nature Drive tie?
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, but my other thought was maybe I could fully repaint this and use it for Bat Car because of all the leaves and stuff. If I can find like a plant-based character, I already used Poison Ivy, who I think was a Shigeko repaint. But I could do maybe Swamp Thing or a different sort of forest nature-related character, and that's why I wanted to hold on to this, because it's not often I'm gonna, there's not gonna be another chance where I get my hands on a spare Nature Drive McQueen. So.
Yeah, and I myself, I don't need a spare Nature Drive McQueen. I'm gonna do nothing with it.
Yeah, I don't know what you would. I don't know. I think though interesting cars like that would be good for Bat Car when Bat Car does return. Speaking of which, Ham is another one that I wanted specifically for Bat Car. There's a pretty obscure Batman villain out there called Professor Pig, who's like super, super violent, and he wears a pig mask. And I thought Ham would be very funny to make into Professor Pig. If I repaint his front to look like a mask and paint the rest, he wears like a butcher's apron, so to make it look like an apron on the rest of him, I thought he would be a really funny one.
Yeah, and of course this one is actually not the one from the hall, because the one from the hall is actually in better condition than the one I already had, so I sent this one instead.
So this is like your old. You said this isn't like your childhood Ham though, right? This is a different Ham.
I don't have any childhood, but like this is the second Ham I got. The first one is in even worse condition.
Okay. So I don't have your first Ham. I have the second Ham, not the Ham from this haul. Okay. Up next, let's see. We have Race Official Tom. This is one that I wanted purely because it's just. I don't know. He's just interesting. He's a very generic mold, which I thought was
really good for like background characters.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to have more.
If you had not taken him, I would have probably repainted him into a background character.
Yeah, just because he's such a generic mold. I don't expect to repaint him into a different type of security car or official car because he doesn't need to be. He's a very generic car that's good for a whole lot of different purposes. Now we've got 3 left in the bag, starting off with Dragon McQueen here, who's in pretty solid condition. I finally picked up a Dragon McQueen last year in the Tokyo Mater 2-pack, so this is my first made in China Dragon McQueen. I'm definitely going to repaint this guy. I know some people are going to be mad at me for saying that, but maybe we'll see what the appeal is. Maybe I'll do a review of him before repainting him. He is a little damaged, and I just prefer to keep the Thailand one I already had. I don't have a need for 2 regular Dragon McQueens, which is why I wanted this one to be another tuner repaint. But again, if people are interested, this is definitely one that I could do a unique review of. And then we move into our last 2 items. I'm sure you could already see them. Both of these are lemons. Up first, Victor Hugo. He's missing his mirrors. This poor man. Is he okay?
Now, I actually did not pick him up from the same haul. I looked from the 87 haul. This was one of the ones I picked up before that.
Yeah, and see, lemons are great cars to get damaged because it doesn't matter that they're damaged. If you're gonna repaint it, you know he's missing his mirrors. It doesn't matter. Victor Hugo is the only regular Hugo in the entire toy line, so it's going to be very cool to be able to have a spare Hugo to make into a minion lemon. I don't know if I'll paint him into like a black security one. I don't think I will. I think I'll make him a distinct character. We'll call him No Mirrors the Hugo, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I got a couple of repainted Hugos if you need inspiration.
Then finally, we have last one in this bag, Grem with Weapon. This is one I almost feel guilty about repainting because it's not the cheapest item. I think I got one for a really good deal for my birthday last year. And as soon as I saw that this was in the 87 haul, I knew I had to get this one as a duplicate. Yes, it always has the gun on it. I think I'm going to keep the gun on it, quite simply. I could rip it off if I really wanted to, but I'm just going to make it a gremlin that, I guess, permanently has a gun strapped to his side.
It wouldn't be the first time like there have been jokes in Cars Adventures about permanent items like that.
Yeah, we're going to name him... I was going to name him Gunner, was my plan. And have the joke be that he always has this gun stuck on him, the poor guy.
Yeah.
So this is the first batch of, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the first 10 cars here in the haul. We're a third of the way through here. These are all repaints, all cars I already had, and for the most part, I believe every other item in here is one I didn't already have, although there are a few replacement cars. Alright, now we're back here in the box. There's a car wrapped in paper towel down here. I think I can tell who this is. This is another one I know.
Don't do the ones low because the 2 newer cars that I put in last are like above the layer. So.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. But one of them, this one's is wrapped in a paper towel. I think I can tell who this is. We'll hold that off for just a second.
Oh wait, I know which one it is. Never mind.
That's one of the ones I know about, right?
Yeah, one of the last ones that I put in.
Yeah.
With the.
Well,
before.
before.
There should be like a full layer of the newspaper.
Yeah, I see it. It is there. Before we get to that, we have a broken Lights and Sounds Mater. This is one of the new ones that I knew about. I've wanted Lights and Sounds cars for years, and most of them are broken. Even if you buy one new in box, I think it's most likely not going to work. And I wanted to get my hands on them just to have them. And I especially like the Mater because it doubles as a regular Mater.
It can also struggle with... maybe it does make sound, but it will like not play the entire sound or struggle at playing it.
Let's see. Oh, wait, yeah.
Like, aside from the sound issue... also, it's missing some of the stripes at the back. Yeah,
the sticker with the stripes is gone. But hold on. I think I heard it make a noise.
There's no battery in there.
Oh, there isn't? I thought I heard it, like, rumble. Okay, never mind.
It would be heavier if there was a battery in there.
You can see we've got the headlight there. I really like this expression. Even if it is a little damaged, I've wanted to get my hands on a Lights and Sounds item for a long time. This is another one. I don't know if I'll review this unless there's interest in it, because again, it doesn't work and it's not going to work. But that's okay. I wanted it just to have a Lights and Sounds car in my collection, even if it is not functional. Now we're going to move on to the other item wrapped here with
one of the most technically one of the most expensive cars in the haul, even in its current condition.
Right. This is another broken item that Robin did not want that we threw into the haul last minute. It's Color Changers Race Tow Truck Tom, who has a little bit of the towing assembly on the back broken here, but the color still changes just fine. And this is a very rare item. In new in box, it goes for $115 on average. Of course, it is a little broken, so he wouldn't go for as much, but still one that is really worth it for me in my collection. Now, thank you for sending this one over. I remember when I brought up this one because, again, we were looking for duplicates of broken items to put in the haul. I was like, you sure you want to get rid of this one? But
I don't really need it, of course, and I probably got a chance at getting one that isn't missing the lights here because they're pretty cheap if you buy them in a loss or something.
Now this easily goes down in history as one of the worst color changers ever. Only this part on the side changes colors. It's not Doug Crankle bad, and I like it because it's such an obscure character. But
that's like comparing Book of Boba Fett to She-Hulk.
Right, the lesser of two evils, if you will. Now, I kind of wish the towing assembly changed colors, but considering they don't even change the color for the spoilers nowadays, that's not going to happen. I think this might be the only Tow Truck Tom variant out there, unless there's a lenticular of him.
There's a lenticular.
Okay. I always love getting unique variants of characters that don't really have variants, and he definitely fits that bill. Alright, so now we're going to get into the things I mainly don't know. So I'm going to take this layer of newspaper off. That's a lot of cars! Okay.
There should be some in the corner. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, okay, alright. Let's see. So we're going to start with Suki here. Her mirrors are intact. Suki was one that I knew about. I've complained before. I'm not the biggest fan of the Thailand variant of Suki because they poked holes in her wheels. So when that Hall of 87 cars featured a Suki, I knew I wanted to get my hands on her. And she's in perfectly fine condition. There's a little tiny scuff there, but I could just paint over that with white paint. I think I might make this my main Suki.
Oh, I was the one who pushed for you to put Harumi and Suki in there, and you were just like, okay, well, sure, if you're doing it in there, then might as well.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll repaint one of the Sukis, but I think I'm just going to use her as a different Suki there. Then we have Finish Line McQueen. That doesn't look gross. Now, my Finish Line McQueen is the 2021 Made in Vietnam variant, which looks terrible. He's got this weird, ugly, miscolored mouth plate. And the really cool effect of his wheels being pushed out to the sides was not included. It was not a part of him in that Vietnam release. So as soon as I, once again, saw that the 87 car haul featured him, that was another one that I knew I wanted. This looks great. I don't know, there's just a tiny bit of damage on him, but I'm perfectly fine with that. This looks so much better than mine. Definitely going to reuse that. I don't know what I'm going to do with the original Vietnam one now, but this is definitely going to be my Finish Line McQueen from here on out. Definitely better than the one I had.
Yeah.
Now, from the ones on this layer, those were the only ones I knew about. Actually, I think I knew about White Walls McQueen down here, right?
Yeah, White Walls as well, and there's like one of the smoke jumpers. I did say which one it was, but you might have forgotten.
Right. And they're not on this layer, actually, so we'll get to them in a little bit. Here's a White Walls McQueen. One of the slightly more damaged items there, but I really don't care, because White Walls McQueen is one that I was not planning to buy on my own. I don't know. I have bumper stickers McQueen, so getting White Walls McQueen was never a priority for me. I think the only part that looks bad is this little scuffed paint by the eye, but I could, again, just use some white paint and fill that in. But yeah. Like I said, not one I would be interested in paying extra for. And I didn't have to pay for this at all. Wow. But that is a new one for my collection. So far we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 duplicates, 3 new cars, and I think the rest are all new items. And I'm very excited to look into these. We have M.A. Brake Drum here, who is way bigger than I thought. This is a really... This is heavy.
She's pretty inaccurate. Like there was originally like a smaller sized release of her plant, or was it released? I don't remember. But
No, I think it was planned, I guess.
It was something with a different size for her plant or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I can finally finish her family, because for years I've had Coriander Wide-Track and Brake Boyd, and now I have M.A. Brake Drum, and she's in a really solid condition. The axles are a little bent, but I don't care. She's in really good condition, and I mean, she is a pretty recent item compared to some of these other ones, so that makes perfect sense.
As I can see from here, the mirrors are still on?
Yeah, the mirrors are perfectly secure on all of these.
Okay, good, because that's was my main concern for this.
So that's my first new item that I didn't know about. And up next, we're going to move on to Bulldog here from Planes, a movie that I know exists. And Bulldog is one of the significant Planes characters I didn't have yet. I guess he's significant. I don't really remember. But
you'll find out this summer.
Right, when I have to rewatch it for a video. Well, yeah, Bulldog's another notable character that I was missing from my collection. One of those notable Planes that I didn't already have that wasn't in your haul from last year. And he's another one that's just got a few little scuffs on him, but I don't care. A new Bulldog is going to set me back probably quite a bit. So it's really nice to have him.
And this is the Thailand version, because the China version, because the Thailand version is like it's sort of an eye plate, just like the entire cockpit section, a separate thing.
Yeah, made in China.
The Thailand one is also metallic blue.
Oh, that's interesting. Now up next we have one I'm insanely excited for. This is Rip Slinger from Plane. Now Rip Slinger, I've wanted Rip Slinger for years. Since Planes came out, I wanted to pick up a Rip Slinger. He was like the only character I wanted, and I never got my hands on him. And you told me that the only Rip Slinger you found was broken.
I didn't say it was the only one. I found one that was broken that I left. I didn't say that I found another one.
Ah, well, you did find another one, and now Rip Slinger is finally mine, and he's another one in really nice condition.
I'm glad I found the other one, because otherwise I would have now been stuck with an extra duplicate Rip Slinger where the propellers don't move.
Our propellers are moving perfectly smoothly on him. Man, I'm going to run out of space to put Planes. Now, I'm going to grab one last car that I could see here, and then we're going to cut the camera and continue. I do see one in paper towel. Is that the other rare one you said one of these was really rare. Is that one?
I'm not sure if it's that one, or if I put that one, or if that one's still buried underneath the newspaper.
Okay.
We'll just grab it, we'll see.
Yeah, alright. So, up next we have Carbon Racers Carla Veloso, who looks really, really good. You guys know I've been trying to get my hands on the TROC cars for quite a while here, and for whatever reason, they seem to be way more common over by you. They're incredibly rare. I think the Carbon Racers, I'm not sure if they're one of the rarer lines, but I'm excited because I don't have any, or I guess I didn't have any TROC Carlas.
Yeah, well, we got in like 2017, 2018, there were like a few stores here that got in a whole bunch of Carbon Racers, which is also why, aside from Frosty, I have all of them now.
When I first saw this, when I first removed the newspaper and it said CRC, I misread it as GRC, and I was like, wow, how'd you get the GRC Carla early?
Oh, if only.
Okay, so far, to recap, we have Grem with Weapon. We have, let me just move the box out of the way. Victor Hugo, Dragon McQueen, Wingo, Harumi, Cruz Basoro, Sterling, Nature Drive McQueen, Ham, Race Official Tom, Suki, Finish Line McQueen, Race Tow Truck Tom, Color Changer, License Sounds, Mater, White Walls McQueen, M.A. Brake Jump, Rip Slinger, Carla Veloso, and now it's time to continue into the box here. We'll start off with this one on this layer with the paper towel that I questioned about just a minute ago. Feels like a McQueen. Let's see. Whoa! This is... I had a feeling this was the one you were talking about. Wow! How'd you... See...
It was literally this... It was the same hole, along with like Aaron Clocker and Toga Gremlins. So yeah, they had a bunch of rare items.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so you said it was one that you got this past year. You said I asked for hints when you sent these, and you said The rare one is one you got in the past year. I didn't know you meant past few months, but I immediately wondered
I
if
was
it
going
was
to
this
say
one.
past few months, but I thought that was going to give it away.
So now I can proudly say I own every variant of Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen except the normal one.
If I find the normal one, I'm sending you that.
Here he is. This was some weird European exclusive, which makes sense that I got it from a haul from Europe, right? Wow, this is a really unique one. It's a little chipped, but I don't care because it looks cool.
You would never be able to get them.
I would never be able to get it. Yeah, there are not even listings for this in the U.S. right now. So now we're gonna move on. Let's see. I guess the next layer. I'm gonna strategically remove newspaper, little pieces at a time here. Let's see. I can see a Dusty peeking out.
I hope his propeller's still good.
Yep, it's supercharged Dusty. There he is, from Planes. This is probably the most significant Dusty I'm missing. You gave me a lot of Dusties in that last haul, and he looks like he's in really good condition.
Yeah, I think I got mine like either last year or the year before that from this exact same flea market.
Oh, that's weird. So they have more than one.
This one was, I think, from a different flea market.
Ah, okay. Yeah, wow. He's probably the best conditioned car here, honestly. He's on a car. He looks really, really nice. Wow. Another plane for the pile. This one, I can feel who this one is. This one's gonna excite some people. Regular Cars 3 Mac cab.
It's not the full hauler because we don't have haulers here.
Yeah, just the cab. This is from the 87 car haul. You can see it's another kind of chipped up one, but it's another car that I wanted, or you told me you wanted to throw this on in.
I just like at some point I just literally put it in there without you even asking about it.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I don't need a normal Mac. It's not one I would go out of my way to get. But now I have the Cars 3 cab. You can see it's a little chipped, but again, I don't mind because this is one I wouldn't go out of my way to get on my own. So let's see. Let's do the math for how many we have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there are 8 more cars in here. I think there's only one more that I know of. Let's see. I wonder if I could feel around and figure out which one that is to strategically pick it next. Oh, found it. I think this is the last one I know about, and it's one I'm incredibly excited about. This is the...
There's another one you should know about.
Oh, okay, then I don't remember. It's the Radiator Springs... Oh, yeah, I know. Which one, right. It's Radiator Springs 500.5 McQueen. Another one in really good condition. Another one that is from that haul of 87 cars. So another one that's not a secret to me, but one that I've really wanted for so long. I have nothing from this car soon. I have no items from it. So being able to get one, the suspension is so much looser than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I actually, I should have noticed that that's one that you didn't have, but for some reason I just forgot.
If only
you would have gotten, and without knowing you would get it. So.
If only I had done Diecast history 3 months later, I'd have like 4 more McQueens for it. Look at him.
It's not really suspension, it's just that the axles are very, very loose.
Yeah, it's supposed to represent suspension.
Yeah, and all of the RS 500.5 cars have that because I got 3 or 4 of them now, and they also have that.
Very cool. All right, let's take a peek. Yep, this is the other one I knew about. This is Avalanche from Planes 2.
Yeah, the stupid thing with that one is just I actually I bought it at the flea market, and later when I got that full bin of cars, he was in there again, so I kind of accidentally bought 2 of them.
Well, that's fine. You didn't know the first time. Nice to get another smoke jumper for the pile, though. That leaves me with, I believe, 6 items left that I don't know of. And I see, is that another smoke jumper?
This one is not from the flea market, actually, because I bought this in a thrift store a few weeks prior because I was like, I'm gonna send Ty another package. This one was the first one I bought for it.
So the whole time you had 2 smoke jumpers, and I wasn't even aware. I don't know which one this is. I'll name him one with Buzzsaw.
I know his name, but it's just slipping my mind.
He's. I would say, everyone in the comments is gonna be like, it's that one, but it's from Planes Fire and Rescue. No one's gonna remember the name. Very cool.
I'm sure someone will put it in the comments. I guarantee you that.
I was gonna say is his name Cut Up, but I'm getting him confused with a clone trooper from that one Clone Wars episode.
It's never mind. Well, let's move on.
Maybe we should do some quick Googling. I don't know.
Well, I will Google it.
You want to Google it? Okay. I think I have maybe about half of the smoke jumpers now. The one thing that always disappointed me with these guys is none of them have moving parts, and it would be so cool if these parts moved. I know the Disney Store versions did, but having these be static in the Planes line, which prides itself on play features like moving propellers or Wind Lifter and Dipper and Blade Ranger all had play features. It would have been so nice if they put play features into these.
Yeah, I found his name. It's Blackout.
That one's Blackout. Okay, I knew one of them was Blackout.
Someone is still gonna put it in the comments.
Well, it took us so long to Google it, so let's see who's next. It's the Top Gun one. No way.
Echo.
Hey.
Not the Clone Trooper.
My favorite member of the Bad Batch. No way, right here. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. This was the only military plane I wanted because he has the helmet. His helmet is supposed to be Maverick's helmet from Top Gun. And I just thought that was a neat Easter egg.
I also found Bravo, but his helmet was like completely chipped, so I was like, you don't want a helmet that's completely missing the paint.
Oh wow, I didn't know they had the landing gear moved.
Yeah, there are a few, like, most of the plane's characters that have like the one wheel in the front, 2 in the back, there you can move the front wheel.
See what I was just saying about play features on planes and how the smoke jumpers don't have them? Alright, we have 4 items left, and I have no clue what any of them are. Should I start with this one in the paper towel, or... Typically the paper towel ones have been the rarer ones. Do you want me to wait on that?
No, if I remember correctly which one it is, then I kind of question why I put it in the paper towel.
Okay. It feels kind of squishy. Is that...
It's just small. It's a small item.
Let's see. Maybe a
I'm
titty
pretty sure
or...
you don't have...
Oh, it's Maddie. One of the camera
It's not
cards.
the one that I thought it was. This one I put in the towel because of the microphone.
Yeah. The part that was squishy was just that there was more paper towel there. Always nice to have some more press cards, and another one that's in a really good condition.
Aside from the microphone being bent, but that...
Oh, that's fine. We can bend it back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Break it.
Okay. Alright, let's see who's next. Let's see. Oh, hey, it's Carbon Racer McQueen. Wow, I have no TROC McQueens other than the Comic-Con one. So I'm very happy to have another one here, or a one here. Is the logo supposed to be that small? It looks so small.
Yeah, it is supposed to be, I think, because it's the same on mine.
It's a weird design choice. Very nice one.
You'll look into it in the review.
I'm very happy to have a TROC McQueen. I keep accidentally almost saying GRC. No, the GRC is the thing from now. Alright, let's see who's next. There's another item. I see the small item under paper towel. Let's see who this is. It's Sal Montiani! My own personal best friend, Sal Montiani. This is an item I've wanted for so long. He looks like he survived a nuclear fallout. This poor man.
He probably did.
Another one where maybe I could try to paint up the dents, but it's one I'm still very happy to have.
This one is actually from the same seller from that big haul, but he was one of the cars I bought before I bought just the entire thing.
Is this the? I assume this is the original. Yeah, this is the original from the Mater
Yeah.
2-pack.
Yeah, because I don't think the other 2-pack with the other version of him, I don't think that one ever made it here.
Okay. That's one I've had my eyes on for a while, because you get him and you get another exclusive item. Now, with all that out of the way, we're down to the last car, which is Silver Jeff Gorvette. Just because I needed another Jeff Gorvette this year. I've gotten so many Jeff.
Maybe for the last car, but that's not my fault. That's your fault.
So this Silver Jeff is the Silver Racer Jeff Gorvette. I only have the Silver Collection one from 2020, which is actually different in several ways. Different wheel color and different silver paintwork. And with that, the box is empty. Now I have a very cool box. Thanks for the box.
Only reason to send this.
Yeah, so I could get a cool box. And 2 full Dutch newspapers.
Yeah.
So to
It's
recap,
actually 2 of them.
let's get everything out here. This is super cool. Thank you so much for sending me all these. There's some really, really cool stuff in here that I'm very excited to organize into my collection and to repaint all these duplicates and stuff. So to recap, we have, let's get everybody in frame. Grem with weapon. Hold on, I'm not even.
Let's first put everything down before we start
naming them all.
Yeah.
All right, kids, let's name the cars. I don't know if they're even gonna.
Sally Mayer. There's no Sally in there.
Bruno Motoro. Hot Rod Steve Herschel. Very good, Billy. I can't even fit them in frame. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna have to awkwardly fit some of
Johnny
these.
fits in there easily.
Yeah, hold on. Here, we'll just fit him. There we go. All right. There we go. To conclude, we have a lot. All right, let's see. We have Grem with weapon, Victor Hugo, Dragon McQueen, Wingo, Harumi, Cruz Basoro, Sterling, Nature Drive McQueen, Ham, Race Official Tom. These are all the ones for repaints. Suki to have as an additional Suki in addition to my Suki. We got Finish Line McQueen also as a replacement. I can't wait to repaint the other Finish Line McQueen, Finish Line Tai Wen. Then with the new items we have Maddie, the very expensive but a little broken Race Official Tom, Race Tow Truck Tom, Color Changer, Broken Lights and Sounds Mater. We've got White Wall McQueen, Carbon Racer McQueen, Carbon Racer Carlo Veloso, Cars 3 Mac, Echo, Silver Racers Jeff Gorvette, Silver Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen, MA Brake Drum, Bulldog, Supercharged Dusty, the original Sal Macchiani, Radiator Springs 500.5 McQueen, Rip Slinger, Avalanche, and that one was Blackout, right? I got his name right this time?
Yeah.
There we have it. This concludes the biggest haul in the history of my channel. Thank you so much to Robin Tails Fighter for sending these over to me. Thank you all very much for watching, and let me know which of these you want me to review first in the comments. We got a lot of reviews coming, so a lot of stuff to take a look at. I'm going to be reviewing all the new items, plus probably Suki, Finish Line McQueen, and I think probably Dragon McQueen. We'll just have to see. In addition to the birthday haul and the new items I still have to review, and
another haul.
There's another haul coming soon, and that weird McQueen and Francesco plastic Disney store set that I got at a rummage sale. There's a lot going on, so you know what? Get ready. This is going to be the sickest transition in YouTube history. Subscribe to the channel because I'm going to review these. Look at that. I did so well. I'm a YouTuber, Mom. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Robin for sending these to me and for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.